It's Tia. It's been a Mississippi minute, but we bite, baby.
Ain't no more lockdown. Now it's time to
What's up,
celebrate.
Pink Posse? It's your girl Ja, and yup, we back at it like a crack addict.
It's your girl Jiggy, aka Tanika. Listen, pull up on us. It's time to cut up, cause we back.
What's up, Pink Posse? It's your girl Kogi, and we're back. Pink Sunday Radio.
Hello, everyone. It's your girl Kogi. Welcome to another edition of our bonus episodes. But this time, we're going to be covering Noah's Ark. I have my girls Tia,
Hello, hello, hello.
Tanika,
Hey y'all.
and Ja.
Hey, what's up, Noah's Ark family?
Yes, that's a different twist. We are so excited to cover Noah's Ark. They have their project, yes, coming up very soon. We do not have the date, but we decided to do our rewatch for them, okay? We already have our P-Valley rewatch, and now we have our Noah's Ark rewatch. So the first episode was from season 1, My One Temptation. So we're going to start off with that. First thing we have Noah, Ricky, Alex, Ricky, Chance, coming up on their skates. Now, y'all, my first thing is, why does Chance have on skates? He needed to take them off. I don't understand. He couldn't even stand up. He's holding on to Alex for dear life with his little headgear on. He is so, I know he's a perfectionist, but if you don't know how to do something, don't even try it. I don't understand. How did y'all feel about this opening scene?
Well, none of them can roller skate for real. Like everyone almost fell at some point besides Ricky. So nobody really needs to have roller skates. So I wanted to ask y'all a question though, just so I know where we're coming into this at. I know John, you just watched this for the first time, and for me, it's probably been maybe 10 years since I really sat down and watched this. So, Koji and Tia, how long has it been since y'all seen this?
Probably like 4 or 5 years. It's not that long ago for me. I started watching it in me and a group of friends go to Colorado every year, and this was probably 4 or 5 years ago. I was watching New Girl real heavy, and so me and my best friend were in the cabin, and I was like showing him New Girl. I was like, this is a really good show, and he's like, hey, I want you to watch one of my shows. So I wasn't with the original 15 years ago Noah's Ark. It's like 4 or 5 years, and at first, I'll be honest, like, because that's who I am. The acting at first was a little what?
Yep.
However, seeing it again now, I don't get that same feeling I got the first time I watched it, and I don't know if it's because I've lived with the material, but the story to me, totally and completely, everything about it. God, of course, because of who I am as a P-Valley rewatcher, have again watched the whole season, although I'm doing it with the rewatch. But everything is so relevant today, from 2005 to 2023. So it's interesting, I guess, because I've grown and developed 4 or 5 years ago, loved it then, but seeing it with new eyes now, and what has happened just over that time, I have like a whole fresh love for the show, like 5 years later.
Yeah. For me, I was an original watcher when it was on Logo back in '05. Addicted, appreciated wholeheartedly the show. Every time the DVDs were released, I got the DVD, the movie, everything. I revisit the show, I would say, every couple of years. And I think the last time was when I think one of our group chats, Tanika,
Mhm.
and remember we were just like, let's kind of look at Noah's Ark a little bit or something. And I think we only
Yep.
watched one episode,
I think we
right?
did
Like one
two.
episode we just,
We did
well,
the same
okay,
thing. We
well, us
watched the
too,
first two.
right?
Yep. Mhm.
Okay, right. So it was just like we were just chit chatting about it, and it was like, oh my god, you know what's a great show? I think we were going over queer shows that we loved or something, and
Mhm.
everybody unanimously, of course, was like, oh my god, we love Noah's Ark. So it was like, let's watch, and that's what we did. And once again, Noah's Ark is one of those shows where you start watching it and it's immediate. I love these characters. I connect with these characters. I want Noah to be okay. Don't y'all hurt my baby. You know, like it's just one of those shows that is brilliantly written. I too feel like you said initially it's just like, oh, honey, the acting, but then you just start to appreciate the writing, and it is very relevant to this day. And also you do appreciate just how much the lack of representation, is out there. I mean, wow. Black, queer, oh God, the lack of representation. It hasn't changed much. Have y'all realized that? Like, it really hasn't changed much.
That is
Mhm.
2005,
the part I've
you,
definitely realized. It's like every
do
single
you,
one of these
right.
topics would be like Doug Spearman talked about in that interview I posted. He was like, it was
Mhm.
groundbreaking then, but it would be equally as groundbreaking to have a show about four black gay males in 2023
Hello.
dealing with the same issues, the
Mhm.
HIV,
Thank
the
you.
like DL, all of these things literally on TV today would be equally as groundbreaking. And
Mhm.
that's a sort of magic in a bottle that is so rare among older
Yep.
shows that it could everything could translate. Like, even though this is 2005, which of course fashion and some of that stuff is different, but even that isn't like way out the way.
But
Like,
Noah was very fashion forward too. Like,
He was.
some
Yep.
of his stuff I can still see somebody wearing it. Everything kind of comes back around,
if
you
I met a
know.
2023 college professor, he would look like Chance. Like, there's nothing about that
You
character that's
know.
particularly dated. If I met who ends up being, I guess, a straight man to DL, sort of, to a masculine presenting gay man, Wade would, like cornrows, men still wear cornrows. Now the baggy clothes might be slightly different, but that's coming back.
Mhm.
Like I said, Noah's fashion
Yeah.
forward. Alex, I could see a 2023 Alex wearing exactly the things that Alex wore.
Yeah.
For
Right?
There's
sure.
nothing
Like,
really
For
dated
sure.
about it. Mm-mm.
nothing is stated about the show.
Right.
You notice it was a little older just because the quality, of course, of the filming
Yeah.
until it's
Right.
remastered is a slight boost there. But other than that, you wouldn't know that this isn't like a 2020, 2021,
Mhm.
2022, 2023 show. So that to me is amazing watching it now. It's like, yo, this could be on today and it would still get all of the records, and probably even more because we have social media at the level we do now. So if it premiered
Exactly.
today, you would have kind of that P-Valley lightning in the bottle because the live tweeting and all that, we didn't have that.
Yep.
Mhm. I agree.
Yeah. And so like I spoke on earlier, I am very new to Noah's Ark. I remember in the group chat when you guys were talking about watching it. And I remember just having no clue what it was about because, as everybody knows, I was not watching TV, and I'm still kind of like, I got a couple little things, and that's about it. And so I was like, yeah, I'm going to sit this one out. Like, I didn't even know what it was about.
Mhm.
It wasn't like a lack of interest. It was just really like, I watch P-Valley, and, what does Hank Hill say? P-Valley and P-Valley related
Yeah.
materials. Y'all can have the rest of this. And so, lo and behold, I get involved with, the Pink Friday flick, and you all are like, and I'm all up for the movie. Whatever the little clip was played, I was like, okay, I'm here for this. This looks interesting. And you guys are like, yo, no, you got to watch the series. And again, I was like, oh my God, so overwhelmed with it. But truly, once I started watching it, like you said, instantly, I was into it, laughing out loud, talking, because I was up by myself, just yelling things out into the world in response. And I agree with you all. Like, it's crazy how this came out all the way back then, but it's still so very much relatable, still very much grabbing people, like you said, regardless of the acting. And yes, of course I noticed, because this is 2023, we've all leveled up in the world, and television has leveled up, so there's parts of me that was like, what? But then I got so wrapped up into the lives of these characters that it just really grabbed me. And yeah, I binge watched those seasons in like 2 days and was ready for the movie. And then I had to double back later so I could, as Cal told me, savor the episodes and stuff like that. So I'm just glad to be here.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just not glad to be here, so I won't get fined.
Baby, I am glad to be here.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I love that. I love how we all
But
have different stories, but we can connect on them.
let me touch on this skating thing, though. Let us not
Ooh.
encourage people who are not skilled to not try things. Yes, they were tired on these skates. I don't know how
Ooh.
any of them made it safe, because if the three of you are holding on to each other and none of you can skate, Lord, let us pray. But if at first you don't exceed, try again. I would have loved to see some more rollerblading and improvement. Maybe Wade could have took Noah and taught him some rollerblading on the beach. That would have been very romantic. Okay, back to the story.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out if it's me and my 3 best friends and I know we don't skate. Why would you suggest such a thing? Like, I thought it would be fun.
Child.
Why?
Because he knew that's
I
where
think
Wade was
Noah
going to
knew
be.
what he was doing.
Yes. Because why the hell is we out here on these
That
rollerblades if you don't know that man is down here?
He act like he didn't know Wade should be there, but baby, I said that last night. I said he knew Wade ass was gonna be there.
Absolutely.
So I'm not sure how my bird box ass didn't see that because I saw it on the outline and I was like, no, he didn't know Wade was going to be there. But now I'm putting it
Yeah,
together. 2 plus 2 equals
Absolutely.
5. But I'm putting it together now.
It's
He's
like Noah was willing to risk injury and everything, risk injury for himself, his friends, to go get some dick, okay? Like, it didn't matter.
Because I'm going to have many questions because none of us can rollerblade except Ricky.
oh, yeah.
And you got us down here on these roller. I'm too old to be busting my ass on purpose. Like, it's too late to learn to rollerblade at this point. I'm sorry. I got questions. Why you got me on
I
these
have
rollerblades?
questions. Where did you rent the rollerblades? Because none of y'all can skate, so you couldn't have owned the rollerblades. So this is a whole lot for a dude that you believe is straight. Like, no, what are you doing? Is this Tamika why you said watching it as an adult you on Noah's ass? Is this part of it?
I'm on Noah's ass for multiple reasons, but no, this is not one. This is just foolishness. But there's some other reasons I'm on Noah's ass. We ain't got to those yet. It's too early for that.
It's so much stuff because I'll just watch it because I'm a rewatcher. So, but I'm like, I can't say nothing on the timeline yet because we're not there. And there are actually quite a few people in the Pink Posse that have not seen
That
these
didn't
episodes.
see it.
Yeah.
So I don't
Yes.
want to spoil it, but I was like, oh my God, I can't believe. Oh. But
I
I can't
know.
mention it till we get to those episodes.
Okay. So, okay, here we are. We at the restaurant. Oh my God, this is when Wade, like, I seriously cannot with Wade at this table because, you know, for me, when you know, honey, come on, you know you want to get with him, and you're doing too much extra for me. He did a lot in this moment, and they're talking about, okay, if you were gay, what would you like, and this, that, and the third. And then he was like, oh, it wouldn't be no muscular dude. It would be a da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. And, of course, he's describing Noah. Like, come on, man. You're doing a lot. So, what do y'all want to talk about, Miss? And that dance, that pop your booty move that Wade did, baby,
What
that
are you
was the
saying? Get
most
your swerve
ridiculous.
on. Baby, I almost died.
That right there, that told us that this was 2005.
That age.
No, that told
Because
us
no one.
that Wade was a fucking lame. Is what that told us. No, not fine. But a guy, what? Swerve on what? I'm trying to
Well, they
remember.
used to say that. They
We did used to say that back then. Yep.
The year, my Lord, 2005.
They said swerve.
People
Yep.
was getting their swerve on.
They were.
That
Yep.
was B2K.
I
Yes,
guess.
that's
I think it
swerve.
was the dance. Everything was very awkward.
Very.
Oh my God.
It was like a quick little, I don't even want to say two steps, two pumps. And then you went like right back to regular. It's like, yo, what just happened?
Oh my God. Oh my God. But this is the thing for me though, you know, when you're trying to play a role, it's funny how guys and girls go to specific people. Y'all notice that? It's like either Halle Berry or Denzel or what? I mean, what is that about? I want to
I
ask
was
y'all,
really
what is that about?
surprised that Noah didn't say Denzel. Like, I just knew when Holly Berry came up for the women that Denzel was coming for the men. And I was pretty shocked
Right.
that wasn't the next place and relieved in a way because I was like, oh, here we go with, oh, Denzel. And then I was like, oh,
Yes.
okay.
Thank you. I wanted to ask y'all that. Like, what do y'all think that is? It's like a standard. It's like always gonna be, oh, it's Denzel or Haley. Or like I never get like Angela or I don't know, somebody. Like it's always Denzel, Haley, like that.
Well, nothing,
Now,
taking nothing away from Holly Berry. She is a beautiful
Of
woman,
course.
but for the
Gorgeous.
longest, people acted like they had never seen a beautiful woman in their lives, and Holly was just, I think that person who was considered beautiful also by white standards. And so that gave her a more farther reach as a beautiful woman, where even they were saying she was beautiful.
So it's not just that they're beautiful people on the outside. People have attributed to them to having these beautiful inside personas. And I think that's why you get what you get as far as this, like, kind of universal black women, white women,
Right.
all different types of women. Denzel is fine. Black men, white men, all different races of men, Holly is fine. I like you guys have said, I don't know that I've seen two celebrities get the crossover, like, stamp of approval that those two get.
Right. I
Mm-hmm.
gotcha. Okay then. All right, so let's move on to Chance and Eddie, honey. Now let me ask y'all something about Chance and Eddie. Did y'all stand them? Like, were they, y'all are such a cute couple, you know? Or were y'all like, oh, I don't know about them? Were y'all always on that side of things, or were you just like, meh, okay?
I have yet to see anything about Eddie and Chance to make me ship them at all whatsoever.
Okay.
I
Okay.
just to me,
Okay.
like on the timeline yesterday, was like, why are these two people together? And they've always given that. Like for me, now I know stuff works kind of fast, but this is a 30-minute show, that 20 minutes runtime, stuff like that. But we're meeting them, they're moving in together, and then he like cheats. Like, it's so
Yeah.
many bad things happening early, and then they get
Mhm.
married. It's like what?
Uh,
Like that. I've never nothing ever seems good about them. I've never. And people like T Money. I'm not sure. I like T Money better, but I don't know that I like a Chance and T Money either. That's later down the line. But no, a Chance and Eddie.
Ciao.
No, and I don't. So the thing about Chance and Eddie is we're coming in the middle of this relationship, whereas we see Noah and Wade from the
Mhm.
beginning. So I don't know what
Mhm.
predates this. Like, how are we getting to moving in? What happened? How long have they, like, been dating? What was that like? Maybe that would, if we get some flashbacks and some of the Preacher project might help because, it's a no for me, dog.
well, they spoke on
Okay.
them only having dated for 6 months prior to
Yeah.
moving in with each other. So first of all, we already know 6 months. I mean, I know people who have gotten married in 2 months and lived happily ever after, and people who've waited 5 years and got divorced a year later. But it seems
Yeah.
a little early to not only be moving in, but becoming a stepfather to Eddie's child.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
And so that's a lot, first of all. This is the person you want to be around your child. And then like you said, like so in this moment when they're all moving in, to me it's like
Mhm.
it's giving, like, oh, okay. Cool, they're moving in together, this is where we're at. And then like as you said,
Mhm.
moving forward, every moment after that, I am sitting there going, why are these people still together? What is holding them together? Because this is a bunch of foolishness and it doesn't stop. Like
Mhm.
it's one foolishness after the other, and I don't think we get another
Yeah.
like oh moment till the end of season 2. Like most of the whole thing is just a bunch of bullshit going on, and then end of
Mhm.
season 2, it's like remember that time in band camp when I wore them speedos? Let's have a great time.
uh, yeah,
So
I'll let Tamika go next because I have a thing. Go ahead, Tamika.
So my call dropped for a minute, so I'm sorry if I repeat anything that Josh said because I didn't hear the beginning of what you said. But for me, this show told me that I wasn't supposed to see it for Chance and Eddie. Now, I don't know if that's what they intended, but that's what they gave me from the very beginning. First of all, am I bugging and thinking that they have only known and dated each other for 6 months? Like, did I get that wrong?
no.
Okay.
No.
So, Eddie, why are you moving this man into your house with your young daughter after 6 months? That makes no sense to me. And then everything about it's been 6 months. Why is this relationship so like friendly?
Rocky?
I don't. Where is the like y'all been together 6 months? Y'all should be like still fucking on every flat surface, and it's just like, hey, how you
Yeah.
doing? Like
Right.
what? Why should I see it for any of this? And then the landlord being like, okay, I know you're moving out, but here's the keys, just in case you need to come back. Everything about it told me, yeah, this relationship ain't it. So as we go on in the series, I was here for whatever wasn't this. And as we got into the movie, like, I wanted this to end. When they were fighting, I'm like, yes, finally this relationship is over. I just wanted this to be not, whatever this was, I needed it to stop.
I was hoping we was going to get a how did I get married scene in the movie where they were going to be like, so guys, we've decided to divorce.
Yep, that's what I was waiting
for. So, Tanika, that's funny you said that because I too was thinking maybe that was the view I was supposed to have. I know for me as a lesbian, we always have this kind of joke about the U-Haul. You know, it's kind of like, okay, it's been a month, babe, pack up the U-Haul, kind of move in together, you know. So I didn't know if they were kind of trying to show how quickly it goes, you know, and we're just moving in together. And but then I was like, no, I don't think so because everything is wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not giving a lovely relationship. And then I thought, well, maybe they're trying to show a gay couple who has a family. You have a daughter because we all know that's different too. Like it's 2005. So, you know, you being a gay couple, having a child, that is a different look. That is a different view for the world to see. So that is groundbreaking. I was like, that's awesome. But then I'm like, oh, that ain't good because y'all aren't showing anything positive. Like the cheating is happening quickly. They're already arguing. Like Kenya's already, in my opinion, I mean, it's not positive. So then I'm like, well, maybe that is the point. You know, like maybe this is the point then. That maybe it's a little bit early to move in. Maybe it's the same. Maybe they're showing us that it's the same thing that can happen as a straight couple. It's no different. Like maybe it's that it's no different. You know, so.
But if that was the case, I wish that's where it had ended up. Like in the second episode, I wish Chance had been like, yeah, this is moving way too fast. I made this decision too early, and maybe we need to reevaluate instead of what continues to happen. I don't want to spoil it for those that haven't seen it, but what goes on in the next episode, like it gets worse than what it is, and then
it gets worse. Exactly.
Like, yeah, I don't. It should have ended. Like he should have come to the conclusion, yeah, this is a bad, because like he's cheating with his old apartment basically in the second episode. You hate what's happening at that house so much that you have to, you know, go to the old place to decompress.
And it's been a week.
Yeah.
It's been a week.
Like,
and you've only been dating for 6 months.
Music.
So, like, you should still be in the point where you want to be around him. Like, y'all haven't been together that long, and it's already too, yeah, no.
And that's a lot for Kenya is 6 months. I got this new dad who's telling me what to do, like, and I'm supposed to listen to him. And I don't get him and Kenya had much of a relationship before moving in. It's very like ready-made family. I don't like that was also my issue. I don't even feel like they really discussed it. Like, so what is the expectation? Because if you're going into a situation like that with a kid, what is your expectation? Can I discipline her? What are the disciplines? What is like who am I to her? Like now I love she knows this is her two dads. Like I love this. However, I would have liked to have seen these conversations because I think that is an important thing. That part, like if you do have something like this, I have an adopted child or a biological child from a time where I thought I was straight or whatever, and you have somebody coming in 6 months is too quick, but even if we're doing 6 months, we're just so in love. I'm not seeing any
Right.
conversations, and then it's like ready-made family. Daddy Chance is making breakfast, and we're doing this. But up to 7 months
Girl.
ago, I didn't know who Daddy Chance was. To me,
Mhm.
that's a lot for a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's giving very much plug in bed. You know, like there was no conversation. You're right about that, Tia. What you want to say, bro?
Oh no, I was just agreeing. But I had a question.
Oh,
So like,
uh-huh.
as far as like Chance is concerned, I know we're supposed to get that Chance is, a scholar. He's very educated. He's very much, interested in the things and thoughts of the mind. But are you getting that he's like, I don't want to say on the spectrum, or like he has some type of, because there was, maybe I'm going too
Social
far
anxiety.
into some future. It's a something. It's something that's a little like Asperger's or something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think
Oh,
that's the
that's
way of them trying to make him lame. Like when he comes in the club and he was like, because we heard it was going to be popping here
yeah,
tonight. It definitely gives what you're saying, John, but I think that's how he's playing the
right.
lame of the character.
I think so too. I think they really were trying to play on that Carlton that Carlton from Fresh Prince kind of
I can see that.
effect. It really gave that they were doing, but it was over the top. Like he's a gay man and mixed a Carlton and like probably OCD. Cause you saw how he was doing the glass. Was that him? That was him,
yeah.
right? That
He
was
had
Wiping
a
the
him.
glass. Yeah,
straw
He
and
yeah.
was
was
doing.
still cleaning
He
off the
was doing.
glass.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's very much. I don't think it's that job, but I do think it's a lot of elements that they threw on that character. Like I'm sure the treatment for the character Chan had Carlton. He like just it had probably had a lot of things, but I don't know if it was that. I don't know. But when we have Patrick in on, we shall act.
We shall.
Joe will.
So
Okay,
for
so
me, I think Ricky's character arc is very interesting, which I'll talk about more in the later things. But when we first meet Ricky, what is your initial, not from the thing, but in his store and this interaction with the clerk? Like, what is your initial impression of him as a character?
Oh,
Yeah, that's what they wanted us to think.
but broken, but also
That's
broken.
what I got is damage, like instant who hurt you. And I don't know if I don't think I was supposed to get that, so maybe this is my personal trauma speaking.
Yeah, maybe
But
that's me. Look,
yeah,
maybe
like
that's
I
it
me
don't
could be
though,
the
feel
because
knowledge
like
of the full body of, yeah.
I
I would
don't
say
think
maybe
I'm
the knowledge
supposed to
of
get
everything.
that, but I'm
yeah,
like,
like just going off the 2 episodes we watched, I don't think I got that. Now, if I'm in season 2 and I'm thinking of everything I know of Ricky,
Mhm.
then yeah, I can see that. But just from what we have seen, him rollerblading, him in the store, him outside of um Eddie and Chance's house. I think those are the 3 scenes we saw him in up to this point. I don't think I got that. I think I got what the show wanted me to believe. Like he was the promiscuous one. He couldn't resist any type of temptation. He was probably a cheater if he was ever in a relationship. But I don't think I got just at this point, like he was damaged, like a who hurt you kind of thing. I mean, that's not what I got from it.
The original, like, I ain't got no type. It was just, I was getting, just anybody could get it. Like, you have a penis, you have a butt. Here I am to stick my dick in it. Because, and then everything that's out of his mouth is just, I hate relationships, and why have a relationship? And it's almost like, it's not good enough for him to be free to, be sexually free. He also has to shit on the parades of those who want to be in relationships. And so I get what Tia is saying in the sense it's almost like he can't stand even to see other people happy in relationships.
And that's kind of why I have a problem with the storyline that kind of comes to fruition in the movie, but they kind of built on, we'll get to it when I get there, but I've never bought it. I don't believe it. And it doesn't work for me, but I don't want to jump too far ahead.
Yeah, I can't wait. I feel the same way, because I was like, wait.
Yeah, I hate it so bad.
Show in a minute, but what?
Yeah.
Justice for Junito. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm ahead. Go ahead. Anyway.
It's not, and I love Janito, and I wish, we're not even at Janito, but I love that, and I love that for Ricky, and I wish it had worked out. But some of the stuff that we're supposed to believe about Ricky and Noah, to me, is unbelievable. Just because of the things Ricky does, just because of the things, even in these first episodes, that Ricky says to Noah and the advice that he gives him.
Yeah.
What they want me to believe when we get to the movie, to me, is unbelievable.
Fully agree. I guess I can kind of see it. I guess I can kind of see it far, not directly. I can see a person who's like, I'm not ready to give you what you deserve, what you want. But also, I want to kind of, keep you available for me if there's ever that opportunity. So let me... But I feel try to put you in the most fucked up situations possible when it comes to other people you're trying to date.
I would
so you're always
some
there for
threads of that throughout, and not even like a full storyline, just some threads throughout the 2 seasons that would lead me there. And again, I don't want to go into it, but I think I called my bestie when we watched the movie, and I was like, refresh my memory. The series did boo, and he was like, no. And I was like, okay, I'm just making sure that I'm not crazy because it's been a little bit. But okay, let me go back to watching the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just think that there was a lot of selfishness going on. But I know it's so hard, because we're doing this as a, 2 episode, and we're so used to, with P Valley, we can kind of navigate it in, such a way. But we know there is a lot of people that haven't seen the show, but, really don't want to give too much away. But I will definitely say that Ricky, in my opinion, especially with the movie and the series, to me, there's some selfishness there, especially when you see your best friend is in such a happy place. I mean, oh my God. I just, yeah. All right. Let's move on to Mr. Wade, a.k.a. Nelly, with this headband and all this. This is when I also say we are in 2005. They watching each other movie, which it was so fucked up. How it's like, okay, why he had to talk about Noah's film like that? Y'all, it wasn't even given good review. It was very mediocre. I don't even think he liked Noah's film. Girl, no.
He didn't like Noah's
He
film at all.
Listen. This is what I got
Every
about the third
cold
time.
word
No.
for like
Listen.
it wasn't good.
I think
No,
maybe listen. Let me tell you what I got from it. Let me tell you.
Okay,
So,
go ahead, girl. Go ahead.
not the
Because it
first.
ain't gonna work. You
Right.
ain't gonna
Now,
convince me. But go ahead, baby.
okay, so look, I will say this. I do agree that when he first was talking, he was like, thanks for showing me your film or what have you. However, around like, because I can't even specify how many times I probably watched now, but I got when he was like, yeah, listen, when he leaned back and he gave him the eye, he was like, I liked it. He was telling Noah, like, yeah. Because think about it. In the cafe, he was like, you make everything gay. So we know that in Noah Student's film, there was some obvious signs of gayness, as Alex and them called it. And so, to me, I feel like Wade was slick trying to hint to Noah, like, because go back and look. He gave him the look. He leaned back and he put on the sweet voice and he said, I liked it. And then he got comfortable, settled in, and gave him the...
None of that gave me that Wade liked the movie. All of this.
I don't know if he
this
liked the
was
movie, but he was
game.
trying to let Noah know he liked that
No.
shit. Look.
He was trying to let Noah know he liked Noah. But then he was barely able to admit it to himself. But all this was game to me. Like, because when Noah was like, but you liked it, didn't you? It was like he want to say no.
Yeah.
But it's like, that's not going to get where I need to go. So, yeah, I liked it. It was awesome.
He said it was cool. It was cool.
Yeah.
But I think what we have is, and we see this throughout the series, they have not even straight, gay, or otherwise. They both have very different writing styles. Mm-hmm. Wade is much more, I don't even want to say conservative, but he's much more by the book. And Wade is and Noah's a lot edgier. So I think that's why you see that they don't tend to like each other's projects. Like, they work well together on one, but any one that either one did, because their writing styles are completely different.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I agree.
I agree.
Y'all talking about go back and watch it. Like, girl.
No, I was like, because by the end, I felt like he was flirting. In the beginning, I agree with you all. He was saying, sure, I liked it. But then I feel like by the end of that statement, he was on some next stuff. But speaking of which, let me ask you this. So I felt like in that moment, after they talk about the films and they're gazing into each other's eyes and sleeping over, I feel like if Noah hadn't overshot you could share my bed, I feel like he could have got Wade to stay the night and they could have still ended up in that bed. Because it seemed like Wade was kind of going for a second.
Yeah, I think he was.
It took him too long.
Yeah, I think you're right, John.
I go home. Yeah.
I think he was open to staying the night, and if Noah had said, well, you can sleep on the couch, I think he would have been okay. And then, when he's pulling together the blankets and the pillows for the couch, he had been like, well, you can sleep in the bed. It's big enough. Like, if he had got him to agree to stay the night and then brought up the bed, they could have made it in there. But yeah, he was moving a little too fast. He didn't do it right.
You still not sure that he might go, and you already offering your bed up. Like, that was quick.
All of this is a lot. Yes, he's giving you all the signs that he's not straight. From the cafe to the fact that y'all hanging out like you hanging out, the club, he's giving you the signs, but it's a lot. Because to me, I'm not going to play all these reindeer games. Like, bro, what's up? You done described a dude that sounds like he, You want to come to the gay club with me? You gaze into my motherfucking eyes, nigga. What's up? I'm not gonna play games with you.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's too. He's doing too much, and then Noah's like calling his friends. I mean, I don't know.
Oh my god.
Like I don't know
Oh
either,
my
but
god.
you know the best way to know is to ask. And then when he did finally ask, well, we'll get to, but it's like, you know, when he did finally ask, it's like, oh, okay, well, no, but yes. Like, it's a
Right.
lot.
Yep.
Girl.
I love them, but
So
the
much.
whole turnaround of this is a lot.
Hmm.
So what do y'all think
I agree with
about?
that.
What do y'all think about the fact that their friends will answer the phone, rain, hail, sleet, snow. They could be in the middle of getting their back broken out. That phone ring, they don't know what is on the line, and they are stopping all everything.
And did.
I think
Do
that's
you
pretty
stop?
normal.
Do you laid up with your man? Y'all about to get freaky, and y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like you know, you get the back massage on, the lights are low, and the phone rings, and you like, let me go in the bathroom and talk to my girl. Every time.
No, it's not
Now,
every
I used to answer the
time.
phone, and I wouldn't. I'm about to tell on myself. I
Not
used to answer
every
the phone and keep
time.
going, but I'm just saying.
Oh
They be
my
on that phone
god.
like, what happened? Let me call you back. But
There
not just
are
completely disconnected and going about to answer the phone with
there
my
are
girl.
some factors because if I'm assuming this is kind of late. If my bestie calls me at a certain time of night, I'm instantly like, everything okay? Like
Mhm.
because of a certain time of night, and I could be that time if it's a certain time of night because in my life there's no like start and stop. It could be 10 p.m., 2 a.m., 4 a.m.,
Mhm.
whatever we could be doing to do. So, or if my best friend calls me back to back, like calls me once and I don't answer and then calls me again, it'll be like, okay, hold on.
Yeah.
I gotta answer and see what's going on. I think this is just their like way. Like this is what they do because for the
Yeah, I
most
agree.
part, we see that
Mhm.
in except for the one scene towards in the second season. For the most part, they just pick up the phone and then it's like, okay, let's get everybody else on. I don't care if they're sleeping or whatever. So if this is their flow, this is their flow.
To me, I kind of got that it was their thing with Noah. Like, when Noah calls, we pick up the phone, whatever we're doing. Like, they're protective over him, and that's what they do.
Mhm.
Like, whatever, to me, was it always Alex that he called first? Did he ever call anyone else first?
He called Ricky first the night of the threesome.
Oh, okay. And Ricky
Yeah.
picks up. I mean, but that's his. I don't know what time it is. Ricky's supposed to be the best friend.
Ricky picked up and kept on pumping,
Yeah,
baby.
it's Ricky though.
Ricky don't play.
Ricky don't
Okay.
care.
Ricky ain't gonna stop no dick.
And then it's like
Oh, I'm
Alex. You
sorry.
got which one is going to be more important to Alex, the sex or the gossip? I think they probably neck and neck for
The
him.
guy,
So I don't.
yeah, they neck and
You
neck.
know.
Clearly,
Well,
the,
him and
the
Trey
gossip.
wasn't even having sex like that for real, for real.
That's
That's
true.
what I'm saying.
But
I'm
he
like,
thought he
your
was about to
man,
get some, but he missed his chance because he was
Ooh,
too
baby.
busy
because
telling
he's in the
Noe
bathroom
business.
talking to.
Girl,
Yep.
Yeah, and that's the
Mhm.
thing. If you and your
girl.
man are struggling in the bedroom, you already tripping because he not, giving it up like you need him to be giving it up. And now it's hot and spicy time. Noah ain't even got a
Not
special
hot and
ringtone.
spicy
You
time.
just answering the phone, going in the bathroom and gossiping, and you might not see no more dick till Christmas. You you dropping the ball, baby.
Oh,
I love this thing.
Lord Jesus. Girl. Mm-mm. Okay, wait. So, y'all, we have to move on to this friends brunch shot at Chance's place. Of course, Chance is frustrated with his 6-month life. Okay, with Eddie.
2 weeks away.
Okay, I mean, girl, they act like they've been together for 20 years. Okay, that's what be killing me. I'm just like, okay,
They need to
like,
break up.
so
I'm
They
gonna be
shouldn't
saying
be
that to the
together.
whole series. Break up.
I say this in real life. If you're having these type of issues within the first 3 to 6, even 9 months, you guys aren't meant to be because this is honeymoon time.
Mhm.
Like Tanika said, y'all should still be so attractive, so in love. You shouldn't even see flaws. So when I have friends and they talking about they having problems, they've just met somebody and it's 3, 6 months, I'm like, break up. They're like, what do you mean? It's not working. Like, it's too early to be having the type of problems that you're having. Break up and go find somebody else, which also I believe in multi-dating, but that's neither here nor there. Because I think that this happens because people just I meet you and they just try to make a relationship work. Whereas if you're multi-dating and actually having some standards for what you want for your life, you're moving people in and out until you get to the person that it actually works with. Versus what I think a lot of people do and what I definitely think Chance and Eddie did is we met probably at first it was like great. I like this person, we like vibe. And then when they started seeing the red flags, instead of taking that as reason to split apart, they tried harder to make it work, and it just never does.
I don't
yeah.
get why though, because again, not to jump ahead, but like we find out that Chance is not really what Eddie is attracted to. So like why I don't get why they're even doing any of this.
Like,
None
how
of
did
this will
they
make
even
sense to
get
me.
together?
Yeah.
Like, when y'all met, like, and then why? And we don't know that much about Eddie's family, but like, I don't even know if it's a family thing, if it's friend. What is it that you wouldn't have a thug husband? Like, because it's
Mhm.
almost like it's chances for appearances, but to who? Like,
Right.
who is it that you feel like you have to have this type of man as your husband, and then you go cheat with the thugs? Like, that was what it gives, but why? Like, family, friends, work, and I guess his job may have been part of it, but as we find out later, he ain't even been there that long. So what is it? Anywho.
Yeah.
They need to break up.
Okay. So, so they need to break up. So we have Ricky, who's good at computers. You know, he has his store. He got the numbers together. So he is checking on the computers and he find bright light checks on the computer as getting his sex online. And it is Alex's husband, Trey. Now, my thing that I find is hilarious, how quickly Alex smoothly changes the subject. He was like, girl, we don't have no secrets from each other. So, Noah, how's Wade? Like, I mean, wait a minute. Alex, hold up. I love Alex, but let's not. Let's not. What the hell? I think there are some couples who really don't like to deal with their shit. Like, Alex feels that him and Trey clearly they are perfect. They have no flaws. And I have a feeling there are probably a lot of things that have happened prior, and he's probably ignored. Like, I'm sure there have been red flags, and he's probably ignored them. You know what I'm saying? And has just gone about his day. And so here's another thing that he can't ignore now because a friend has noticed and has said it to the room, so you can't ignore that. Now he has to address it. Do y'all want to discuss that? Is there anything you want to add?
This is another couple that I am like, I got partially through this and was like, why are you still with this man? It was just too much. It was doing too much. I definitely feel like, I don't know if I was getting that he thought they were perfect until this moment. I think Alex likes to put up, he likes to keep up a certain appearance.
Mhm.
You know, things, he knows things aren't quite right, but he wants them to feel like, because he's the mama bear, he's the you know, the one you come to, and the one, and he wants to be that kind of person. So he doesn't want to look flawed and look like he doesn't have everything together, because then maybe you won't, you know, see him in the position he wants. So I get more though that he hides it. But I definitely feel like they should have did some more couples therapy, because, you know, when you find out your partner is having, you know, cyber sex on the internet, and I know this was like a big thing. I know a lot of people feel like it's, oh, well, you know, it's not in person, we're not touching, but in reality, and I would love to know you all's opinion on this. For me, I think it's still sexual activity with a person outside your relationship, especially if you're not being upfront with your partner about it and not having discussed it and said, is this okay within the parameters of our relationship? Because every relationship is different. So for me, if you're hiding it from your partner because you know your partner would not approve, to me it is cheating. You know, so this whole situation was kind of weird. Because, I mean, if you got to lie about it,
I thought the whole thing was handled way too casually. Like, it was like, what do you mean? I'm just having sex with guys on the internet. What's the problem?
right.
What do you mean? And then they like, and here's the thing, I don't kink shame at all, and I'm, you know, because there's plenty of kinks around these parts. But and then I do like when they get to like we're doing it together kind of thing. But then to me that should have been the beginning of, hey, like I like this couple. I like Trey and Alex. I just want them to communicate better, which we see throughout the entire show into the movie, that's what's lacking here. But I actually do like them as a couple, but I want to know more of how they got to where their sex life is bad, and like why wasn't there a conversation? And I don't even want to say before you get to cyber sex, but hey, this is something I like. Maybe we can incorporate it. With this couple, I think they have these ingredients that work. I think there's genuine love. We're not coming in on 6 months. We're coming in on 7 years. So some of this could be, it's just been time. We need to spice it up and that type of stuff. I like them. I just think the communication is lacking.
So, Ja, when you said you looked at them kind of the way you look at Chance and Eddie, that surprised me because I never looked at them like that. I never got to the point where I looked at them as they don't to be together. But just thinking ahead, you know, looking at it and thinking about the storyline with new eyes, there's probably some shit I'm gonna have to be on Trey's ass about that I wasn't the first time around. Just he played in Alex's face a couple of times. So yeah,
yep.
And that's what it is for me. It was how Trey handled a couple of things, and I was like, ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on Trey's ass. This situation, I'm trying to think how I thought of it then, because I feel like we're kind of looking at it in 2023 eyes. I think Trey looked at it as porn, and I don't feel like he thought it was cheating. Did Alex think it was cheating? I don't know. I feel like when I watched this the first time, I was kind of on Trey's side. I didn't see the issue in what he was doing. He said there were no faces. I'm not sure if he was talking directly to the I guess he was. I don't know. I don't know why I came down on Trey's side in this, but that's where I see it different now. But then I don't think I saw a problem in what Trey was doing.
Okay. So that's your then, right?
Yeah.
So what's
Like
your
2023
now?
now? Yeah. This
right.
it's a different time. And yeah, nah, we're not doing none of this. That's absolutely not. No,
Okay.
no ma'am.
No, ma'am. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, now that let's move on to Noah. Bless his heart. He is getting ready to go to Wade's apartment, looking very cute. Now this is fashion, correct? Now could Wade wear that in 2023? What y'all think? Because
Wait, so
yes,
who wear what?
Well, Wade had on like a what? Like a little. Wade had on like a little button-up shirt
I
and some
mean
pants, right?
not Wade, y'all, not Wade, y'all. I'm sorry, sweetie. Could Noah wear what he had on in 2023? Would that be considered
I think
fashion forward?
Noah would wear
Or
whatever he wants to wear in
Yeah,
whatever
Noah will put some stuff on.
Right.
Yeah.
yeah,
I
but
mean,
I'm
well,
just saying he's
at this
so
point, he just got on a
cute.
t-shirt and some jeans, though.
Yeah, I was about to go look and see exactly what the outfit was because I don't remember
Wait,
this
It was a
exact
t-shirt
outfit.
that
I'm
said
thinking about
"Flamboy." You moved the court
Oh,
right. You in my temptation part 2.
girl,
you,
Oh, when I
we
was
still at.
confused, Jen, I said, wait, we got
maybe
a
he'll
whole,
pull in the episode
oh
up.
my,
we got a whole
you
big
know
ass
what's up?
question. We got the Snoop,
No, I'm gonna tell
Snoop.
y'all, girl, I was ready to
Right. This
get to
is
their scene. You know what I'm
damn
talking about?
right.
Okay,
On a whole nother episode.
You don't know that episode.
yeah,
Right. This is when
I
he
was
picked
ready
up.
to get to their scene.
Look,
Yeah, I was
I'm
ready
with
to
you.
get to
I
that
think
point.
I think
I
Noah
was,
could wear either this episode or this outfit or the outfit that you're talking about. He could wear either one of those in today's age. Absolutely.
yes.
Yep.
To me,
Okay, thank you, my
Noah
dear.
is what there's not an outfit that Noah wore that I could not see a 2023 Noah wearing.
Mhm.
It's just because it's everything for Noah to me is very on brand. Like everything he does is very Noah, and it's not. There are some pieces that are like the queen hat he wears, like in season 2. And a few things, because it's like airbrush. No, we ain't wearing no airbrush hat in 2023. Like, it's a few, like, accessories that are like, bro, what? But the style, I think, I live in Atlanta. So I see that style in 2023. I see a bunch of Noahs walking around, and it's the same way because to me, Noah owns it. Like when everything he has on, I don't care if it's, people are into seasons. Last season, 2 decades ago, whatever it is, he's wearing it like it's supposed to be on his body. Every outfit, to me, hairstyle, like on some level, I ain't like them Bantu knots when he caught on some level, but then on another level, it worked. Because it was Noah, and he was, like, owning it. So, it to me, I think it doesn't matter, because whatever's on, if it does seem dated, it's going to be like, oh, I'm retro today. And people are going to be like, retro works. And that's it.
Exactly. Okay. So before we get to Temptation Part 2, I just want to talk about, because this scene was hilarious, because once again he called us a friend, okay? He called us his arc. And they wanted to find out, what's the game that's in their apartment? What's the game that's in their apartment? So he's going through the videotape, the music, and they are ruling out what's gay, what's not, and he landed on the Diana Ross, and everybody collectively Ding, 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 ding. Like, when I tell y'all, then I laugh, and now, in the year of our Lord 2023, I still laugh at Diana Ross. That was the ding, ding, ding for everyone. It wasn't the doggy style VHS. It wasn't. It wasn't that. It was the Diana Ross only. Cause for me, it's like, I don't know. But anyway, did y'all have any thoughts on that or no?
Were y'all buying Diana Ross CDs in the year of our Lord 2005? Like whose CD is this? He said it was a girlfriend CD that she left over there, but I'm like,
You like the older women's way? Okay, what's going on?
First of all, I don't know nothing about that. What I do know is Noah did not mention the number one, the very first obvious signs of gayness in the apartment. And that was Wade's ass answering the door in his bath towel, dripping wet, ass having.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first thing, because what grown-ass man answers the door for another grown-ass man?
Well, we know that Noah misses those kind of signals. Because there have been a whole bunch of those up to this point. So
I'm like, my nigga, what are we doing? Like, as soon as I was going, my nigga, what are we doing?
Okay. Why
you are doing
that?
a much.
A lot.
Much with the answer in the door. So what's happening? Do you want me or nah?
Right.
I am not playing these reindeer games.
Oh my God. Yeah.
This last question though, when did you suspect that Wade might be gay? I don't know that I was ever supposed to think he was gay.
From the coffee shop at the very beginning of the episode, we've known.
I don't think there was ever he's probably straight. Like, I don't think.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. Absolutely not.
No. Now,
he always gave me rainbow.
Much like Murda, like how it was like when they got to that first episode in P Valley, and then it was like, yeah, everything, Tank got everything except one thing I need. I said, oh, they getting to it. Episode 1. Oh, okay. Like, I was shocked that they got to it as quickly with Wade, but much like Hey Girl, Hey, Slay Girl, Slay, the signs were there.
Oh my God. Not Hey Girl. Oh my God. Not you bringing that terrible line.
I think these signs were much more obvious though, because like I kind of suspected with Murda until we got to the Paradise Room. There was no suspicion. It was obvious, red blinking lights over here from that cat from the very beginning. So, yeah, it wasn't subtle at all. There was no doubt.
Yeah, I guess that whole I love the whole the cream line was a bit much.
Even how he approached him on the beach. The approach on the beach wasn't my homeboy. No, like even for me, it was like when it got to and it's like, oh, he's straight. I'm like, he is. Even the interaction with Noah, it never gave friend to me. Everything gave, I'm attracted to this dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, I don't know if I necessarily thought gay, but at the very least bisexual.
Yep.
At the very
least, it gave, can we fuck?
Mhm. Yep.
In my opinion, I mean, he just looked at him like, I mean, he was very attracted to him. Like, it really did, it did not give, now, I mean, yeah, they're both writers, but at that time, we didn't know, like, when he first approached him, I'm just trying to think, did they say, oh, we're writers, we're scripts? Is that how they, I'm trying to think how they segued into, right?
It was just, hey, Noah?
Hey,
what's up, boy?
yeah, they
Yep.
said, what's up, boy? Who said that? Girl, get out of here. You don't get out of my nerves here talking about boy.
But this is 2005.
Yes.
There's a lot of boys going on.
Okay, I don't have a problem with that. The whole thing gave attracted to me and a mutual attraction. Like they were
Yes.
no attraction,
Yeah.
like mutual attraction. So then when we get he's straight, wait. Wait.
Oh, yeah. So, okay. So, y'all, we are going into My Sensation Part 2. And, Noah and Wade are at Here Lounge for Metro
First
Sexual
time at a gay
Wednesday.
club, boo boo.
I love that line so bad.
Oh my God, I love Alex. First time. Okay, question, y'all. Now I know for me, 2005, they were saying metrosexual. They were running metrosexual through the ground, That term, through the ground. Like, I don't know, is it just me, but in 2023, a lot of people don't say metrosexual anymore, right?
Oh, we definitely don't say
I
that.
haven't heard that.
We
No.
don't, but I think people understand the term. Howsomever, I'm with my girl Ja on this one. This is a gay club. What is metrosexual? Like, to me, the term metrosexual is straight men that have a more feminine upkeep. Like
Uh-huh.
they
Yes,
get their
that is
nails
what it means.
done,
Yes.
they dress, they spin, they primp, they mask, they do like what would be considered a woman like level of care for
Right.
themselves in the mirror and stuff like that. But these are straight men. I maybe I don't know because I'm not a black gay man. But what is supposed to be metrosexual
I didn't
about
see
this
nothing
gay
metro in the
club?
club.
It didn't even, the aesthetic in the club wasn't even that because it was like do-rags and stuff like that. None of
Right?
that gave what metrosexual gives
It
to
was
me.
like a hip hop
Yeah.
gay club.
So I'm like,
So,
is there a different like meaning or something? Is that why? Because it's gay men dressing more masculine. Like I don't know if it's Bizarro World. Like what is
so
happening?
I don't know if the Metrosexual Wednesday was more so of what the kind of crowd they were inviting to the club. Like, as if to say, like, okay, metrosexuals, y'all can feel free. Like, if they had a DL night, just know that you can come to Here Lounge on DL, Sundays or something. You know what I'm saying? Sort of like an inviting of, if you are metrosexual, Here
I
Lounge
can
is where
see
you
that.
can, you see what I'm saying? Like, Here Lounge is where you can
Yeah.
come to hang out, type of thing, not necessarily of what the entire crowd would be, but if you are metrosexual, hey, you're invited to your lounge on Wednesday, that type of stuff,
Mhm.
They must didn't get
Yeah.
the invitation because wasn't
They
nobody
didn't show up
metrosexual
though.
in there.
Well,
Okay.
he is coming into
Listen, I'm just trying to make sense of it,
Wade is
Yeah.
coming in like, let's dance. Shoot, shirt off. Wade. Wow.
Oh my God.
Baby.
And
I
I
was
was
like,
like,
wait a
that
minute.
is not straight man behavior.
Nope.
No, it is. I mean, nothing has been. But, like, this isn't any man that is like claiming to be straight in the way that Wade is not taking his shirt off and it's clearly like everyone around you is gay or at least gay, bisexual, queer in some shape or form. And then to Noah's shirt off, I was like again, Noah, like you
Okay.
only got one
You know, a
question.
straight man undressing another straight man,
Mhm.
another gay man straight or anything else. No straight man is undressing another man.
You don't got
If
one
y'all ain't in the,
question? One question, Noah? Like none? And then he's still like, no, he just wants to see what the club is like. Like,
Get
Noah,
out of here,
come
Noah.
on.
Shit.
Stop
We
it.
tired. Yeah.
I love
Absolutely not.
Alex
And
in that moment. When he's like, no have this shirt on. They put crack in here. Because, you know, crack is whack. Baby, I laughed so hard. Because that was like a thing. Crack is whack. Like, you know, the
Mhm.
crack, you're coming out of the crack epidemic. They've got all these slogans, you know, there to keep a kid off drugs and all those great things. So when he buzzed out, you know, crack is whack. We still saying that to a certain degree.
For
To try to
whatever
remind
we
folks,
thought about
never go back.
the acting, like when we first introduced, like they really started gelling in the second episode.
Yeah.
Like it was
yeah,
much like
that.
cause that whole, that really is like friends at the club, like all of it to me was very natural. I loved it. How did you guys feel about what Wade said in Noah's ear? Because
I'm sorry.
I love me some Noah, but if a dude was like a woman would have to be involved, like bro, say no. Like you don't like women. Like this dude is fine, but I guess for me it's too many mixed signals. It would have already been a no for me because the signals are so mixed. And to me, Noah is giving so much of himself to try to make this work. Like he's trying to get into a threesome. He's there now. He was killing a threesome now, but we're not there yet.
Mhm.
Yes, we
like
Was.
he was killing them. But it's all of this bending over backwards for this dude that is giving you mixed signals at best and playing with you at worst.
Yeah, these were the stunts and shows that Alex talked about later on. Like all of this is why is Noah not taking the advice that he's getting? Because you're not picking up on the signals that he might not be straight. You're going out of your way to, I don't know, try to be with him, but he says he doesn't want to be with you, but he says you're sexually enticing. To me, that's the opposite of straight, unless I'm bugging. And then you're going to agree to something that makes you uncomfortable. Like all of this relationship shouldn't have happened. All of this, he should have said no to all of this. Take Alex's advice, leave this alone. But he's hard-headed. It worked out for him in the end, but no man to all of this.
So I wonder if
Yeah,
this is a
I don't
thing.
understand.
I wonder if this is a thing. Because I saw a similar scene in a TV show. It's called Dear White People. And there's this scene where this
Oh, on
girl...
Netflix?
Mhm.
hmm And I think
Mm-hmm.
the
Yeah.
girl invites him to the situation and there's another guy there or however this goes. But it turns out that this is like a thing they do. The guy gets her to bring other men that maybe she suspects could be fluid into the situation. They're supposed to have a threesome, and then she's conveniently removed from the situation so the two guys can be involved. And so here we have like a similar situation where except like Wade is like, okay, I'm straight, but I want to fuck you. So in order to make it okay in my mind, we put the girl in here, and then somewhere in here, I'm in your ass.
I get the convoluted reasoning that Wade thought this would still make him straight some kind of way, but I don't get why. Well, I guess I get why Noah agreed to it because he wanted to be with Wade, but like I just wanted him to take the advice that he was given and leave this alone.
I agree.
Yeah, I think, I mean, of course, if he did that, we would have no show. right? But
Right.
Right.
you
It
know,
didn't even seem like he was attracted, like Wade was attracted to Brandy. Like, seems like he was like going through the motions, like this should be somebody I'm attracted to. But I never got, I don't know, because were they supposed to be boyfriend and girlfriend? Or is this
No.
just a
Mm-mm.
chick he
Mm-mm.
knows?
So I had this question for y'all. Like, why did Brandy agree to this? To me, this is all messy from Brandy and Wade's side because from what I get, Wade was writing a script for her. Like, this is kind of his boss. They work together. Why would she agree to this? Like, she should have been that stripper that Noah was talking. That's who it should have been, or some
Mhm.
friend, but not a lady that works at Warner Brothers Studio that you're writing for. Absolutely not.
I think she's there also because she wants Wade. Like I think everybody's there for Wade.
See, I never got that she
I never got
really,
that
yeah.
she was into Wade. Yeah, so I
Mm-mm.
think, here's my opinion. We get the idea that Brandy's a party girl, first of all. Like, that's
Mhm.
later on. So I think personally, during the time that Wade has been working with her on the scripts and stuff, she's been, we know she like a little booger sugar. I feel like they've had some conversations or some interactions that were a little more than, employment. She was doing some other jobs around there. And, he brings up, Noah, and she likes to travel, so she's down. She's like, sure, I'll take a ticket, on the train. I think she was just with the shit. I think
She,
that was her.
yeah.
I think that's her thing. She
She was
fucks with it.
definitely a party girl. Yeah, but
Mhm.
even I don't know. This was a little I thought too messy because I feel like thinking about as the series goes on, she's definitely into her career. Also, she's still a career woman. I mean, that's
Mhm.
serious for her. So I don't know why. I just would not have gotten this messy of a situation, even being the party girl that she is. Like, yeah, you got to do that with someone else, just because you kind of work for me.
The
This is
other side
Hollywood.
is, what did Wade tell her about Noah? Because
Mhm.
Noah is clearly not with it. Like when he comes to the door, he's got flowers, drink. Like he's clearly there for a date. Like, and then like he's Noah. He's got a scarf around his neck. He's got a full denim outfit with the top open. Like this guy is not giving me. He wants to sleep with a girl. So like I'd have been a little like the fuck because I feel like Wade is like, yeah, he wants to do it. I got a homeboy that wants that threesome, and if Wade shows up as the homeboy, I'm like, huh? Like before we even get to the couch, for now, like I said, we're not even here yet, but Noah was killing that shit. Like killing that shit. Like Brandy was hot and
Mhm.
bothered. But
Mhm.
nothing about what Noah was getting. He sits down, he's uncomfortable. Everything's uncomfortable. So I'm real interested in what Wade told her because I don't think it
Mhm.
matched what she was seeing, and I would have had some questions.
Right. But also, like, seeing that he was uncomfortable, she was just like, yeah, here, have a drink. So this is very 2005, where it's all right to get somebody a little tipsy so you can have your way with
very.
them.
Oh
Mhm.
my God. Yeah, I agree with that. That's a good observation, Josh, too. Yeah, because
Mhm.
you would think if you notice that someone's uncomfortable in a sexual situation, especially there's a difference in sexuality. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, what? You're not having sex with you're not even having sex with two straight men. I mean, let's be real. I mean, as
And
far
I don't
as
know that
know,
she knew
they
that
do.
before before Noah showed up to the door. I don't think she knew that. Like I think she was kind
Yeah.
of told my homeboy's coming.
I feel like Wade told Brandy about Noah, and that he was truthful with her about him, that he was gay. I think she knew that, and that's why she was trying to work around the awkwardness. Like, I don't think he lied about that. So the drink and trying to get him comfortable and trying to get Wade to kiss him, all of that was her way of getting the thing going because she knew what the scoop was.
Mhm. I agree with you on that.
So before we finish this, we gotta go back up to the Eddie creating the personal space for Chance.
Oh my God!
We haven't done that part. I said last my timeline. It was shoot or whatever, but I'm still not here for them.
Yeah, I didn't care none of that. Nope.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad he did it, and maybe it made him feel better, but like, no.
But I'm with Ja. This is again, there's no conversations here. He's a professor, and I don't know if he works. This is the year of our Lord 2005, so I'm not even sure if like working from home is like even a thing. But I do think that he does a good bit of work at home. It's also like has Eddie been to Chance's house? Because I'm sure at Chance's place he has like a study or an area that he works. Why wasn't this like Josh got a timeline? Why wasn't this already like they had no discussions? Like why you after this week you know that your man can't stand you, so we're gonna build in this room. But it's like everything is just so off here.
Yeah, they had no planning. They just woke up one day and was like, "You should move in." He was like, "Cool, let me call U-Haul." Because why wasn't this?
I do have a question. You think the moving in was a way to save the relationship?
No, because I don't think they feel like the relationship is rocky. Like, I feel like Chance is aggravated with just being there, but like I don't feel like they think there's a problem. Like, Eddie knows that he's annoyed, kinda, it's been 2 weeks, that he's not really comfortable in the house. But yeah, I don't even know if I'm explaining it right, but I don't think they see an issue in their relationship.
Like, it's not, they're not fixing nothing because they don't think it's broken.
Right. I was just about to say, maybe it wasn't until they moved in together. Like, maybe everything has been sunshine and rainbows for the 6 months, and so that's why they're like, yes, let's move in together. But then living with someone, you know, and being a part of all of, you know, seeing all the little things can be a hard transition. And so I'm thinking that's what they wanted us to see and to get from it. But it was like extreme different. Like you said, like they had never spent weekends at each other's houses or things like that.
Like nothing. Because I'm more comfortable with people, like you said, that I've spent the night with a couple of times and they seem to be with each other when they first moved in. Everything is awkward.
Yes, very much.
Okay, well, we don't care about that, so we can come back to the 3.
Yeah, I was like, what? Look, I was about to ask something, then Tia said, okay, we don't care about that.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Girl, let's move on. We don't care about that. So we're going to move on to the 3. Oh, girl. Okay. Oh, my God. So, back to the threesome. Now, for y'all, did you think that it would get past the past? Now, I'm going to tell y'all to be honest. Now, I know Nora is gay, but listen. Listen. Them kisses that Nora was given, baby. Them kisses with Brandon, sweetie. Yeah, he got some good kisses, okay?
Because you know what? I love it. I feel like Wade is very much motivated by jealousy. So like you're having this moment, and Wade is still playing games. Like Brandy didn't try to put it together. Like, oh, I see y'all looking at each other. She was playing Mike Tyson. She's like, I ain't not pissed. You know?
Yep.
And Wade is going, and he's like, he's playing the game. But it was like, once Noah got in that thing and got in his groove, Brandy was like, is Wade even here? And I was here for it. This shit was looking good. I was like,
them
I get a couple.
looking lovely.
Like, tag in.
not tag you in.
Oh,
Noah was doing it. I forgot all about he don't like women.
Okay. He was like, shit. Yes. What were they drinking? Hypnotic? Because they was lit. Is Hypnotic by itself that strong? I had Incredible Hulk one time, and one time only. But
yeah,
it was like it was
Hypnotic and
Sugary liquors is that effect is quicker. That's like when you do sugary mixers, all that stuff. Everything is quicker for the effect. So yeah, because like if you drink Grand Marnier, like one of my drinks is just straight Grand Marnier.
Oh, I
like
love Grand Marnier.
I get it's a very quick like from zero to drunk. It's very very quick to liqueur.
And that's how quick Noah got it drunk.
Yeah.
Noah was nervous, and then all of a sudden he was like, you look real pretty.
Wait, I like your skirt. Wait, okay.
Yeah, I like your skirt.
And then y'all said, Wayne was like, wait a minute. What you think?
That's my thing with Wade, though.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, my thing with Wade is like, you get mad. It's like, what? Now you mad? You wasn't entertaining nothing. So, what?
Like, you got close to Karen and then pulled back to Brandy. It's like, again, and Noah was kind of over it then, but he was going to do his big one with Brandy and go home. I think they never get to, like, getting together or whatever. I think at this point, the kissing coming in, I think at this point, no, it was done. Like, once he left that house, it was just like, all right, then, folks. Like,
absolutely, yeah.
Like, we don't finish because that's what we came here to do. And, you know, a hole is a hole. We can keep it moving. It's like, I'm done with you.
Right.
And I think they used that. I think that's why it was like, okay, I done pushed too far where it was like, I'm sorry, no, I can't kiss a guy. Noah.
And this is a complicity because in the club, you done took his shirt off, he turned it and got right up on him, right? Y'all grinding in the club and everything. You done told him, know that he's sexually, what was it,
enticing.
Oh my God. And he's like, happens between us. Right, I am. I was like, that's right there. Like, I am. I don't think I want to kiss a dude. Nigga, why am I here? You got me naked in the club and told me you wanted to fuck. Now I'm here. And he's like, I don't know if I want to kiss her.
Say that.
No, it was laughing at that.
Yeah.
Say that. Why tell me that? Why?
Not
a woman involved. You know that's not my thing, like, it's just so, but we're going backwards. But, so, like, again, this is all pink fuckboy to me. But it was something about when Wade picked up Noah, I was kind of feeling it. Like, I was like, oh, wait, he's serious. Going from a kiss to swoop, I know.
Right? I was like, well, wait a goddamn minute. He went straight to like, oh, yeah, this is my shit right here. Get on to the bedroom. This is my first damn kiss, and I'm ready.
I knew you had it in your ways.
Like he had to get to where he wanted to go, because I think all of this, like, he wanted Noah to have a problem with this in the apartment. Like, he wanted Noah to come in there and be shocked that she was there, and then be like, well, no, Wade, I'm here for you. I want to be with you. And then when he was like, okay, I mean, I don't know how to do this, but if we're going to do it, I'm going to do it. And he starts snatching off clothes and getting into the kisses. Then it's like, well, wait a minute. You're supposed to be here for me. Why are you into, like, he wanted, it was more of the stunts and shows for me. Like, Wade's playing these games until now we at the point where, oh shit, I done played too many games. And he's about to leave, and this is really about to be over, and I don't want that, so I gotta get it together. So, to me, that's what happened. Like, he saw that, ooh, yeah, I messed up, these games were too much, now I gotta be honest with myself, and I'm scared of what might happen, but I gotta do it, because if he walks out this door, then this is done.
Mm-hmm. And I like that Noah said that. Something about this show that's different than what we see in communication on P-Valley is they have, even though there was some fucking around to get to the point, they have some the hard conversations. Like Noah came right out, look, I am falling for you. And unless you can tell me something different, I'm about to go about my day, because this little cat and mouse that we're playing, I can't do it anymore. So I was very glad that Noah has that moment to just speak on it. And it puts Wade on the spot, and Wade has to shit or get off the pot. And he decided to, go ahead and move forward. But I get
he decided,
he decided, he wanted it, but he was afraid, all the things, Floetry's playing in the background, I'm afraid, but don't be, and all of this, and whatever. But, okay, that was in my head, but
not the Floetry.
That's my style. But anyway.
Oh, girl.
He's having this moment, and I understand, but you can't keep playing. You got to decide what you want to do. And so, but I like that. Oftentimes, what they say in the show, they have those type of conversations that need to be had, even if it, maybe it's just a big deal for me because that's something that I'm kind of like one of those people who's like, okay, you got to have a hard conversation, but this is worth it, and I got to process all that stuff. They go right to it. Look, do you want me or not? And Noah was prepared to walk out that door.
And I
like the fact that after the fact, Wade was willing to admit that it was all scary for him, because that's kind of different from P-Valley also. Like, there's been plenty of situations on P-Valley where Murder was nervous and scared about the consequences or just the whole thing, but that's not something he would ever, admit. And even Falls and Clifford, there's a lot of fear there, but that's not something either one of them are open and honest about. So I do like that here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. And, in 05, there was no P-Valley, so that is another thing, right, that we saw then. But now we have something to compare it to,
Yeah.
So, something else we can add to the conversation.
Were you expecting them to be a couple the way they were? Like, we're not here, but what, like, okay, they had sex, they did this. What were you expecting episode 3 to be? Them coming in as a couple, them maybe going backwards almost, where it was like, you had this night and then Wade starts acting funny again. What were you expecting after this?
I think I was expecting them to be a couple. Something about the honesty of Wade telling Noah that this was all scary for him, even though it felt good, he was scared. And Noah being like, it's fine, I'll protect you. And then the friends being like, whatever happens, we're going to be here to pick up the pieces. I don't know, it just led me to believe it wasn't going to be a step backwards, that those two were going to keep moving forward.
I agree. I don't think that I didn't think they were going to go instant couple, which I don't think that's what was supposed to be taking place. At least not yet. I think they were still, like in the honeymoon phase. We finally did it. That just felt good. Let's do it a bunch of more times, because now, I'm here and I'm ready.
Right.
But I think we see in episode 3, like, wait, and I don't want to go too far. There's some parts of the conversation that they're doing that thing that people do. Like, you're just seeing each other every day, and you're sitting all your time, but you have not established what this is. And I think that's what's going on that moves forward. But I think that's where that's what I thought they were at. But I definitely expected them to continue. I didn't think it would take, but I think it should have, maybe, if they had more time. Oh, because I think in reality, that a person who was that uncertain would maybe need some time to even process what had happened.
That's kind of where I'm coming from. I did not expect to what I feel like was almost instant couple from, we got almost 2 whole episodes of Wade rejecting this, that, and my mind, he's gay, because, and this is going ahead, again, he could be still bisexual, because this is almost like murder, where, like, we are assuming he's gay, he could be bisexual. With murder, as I said before, I don't get any of that from him, but with Wade, because to me it's like we go to Noah, and then it's a whole other freaking after. So we went from straight to gay in my mind with Wade. Now, he could be bisexual, like that could be, but I don't, if I remember correctly, we don't ever see another woman, or him talking about a woman like it's straight, like I like men. I thought it was quick, the next level. I was expecting, not games, I was expecting a lot more uncertainty. Where to me it almost seemed like we pop up and it's the babies and the now I gotta play it and like some of the stuff, and I was like, this is quick. But again, I guess while in real life I don't do things as quickly, with couples I ship on TV, I'd be okay with it. Like, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with the quickness here. Like, in reality, I'm like, this is real quick from a dude that was just straight yesterday. But on screen, I'm like, okay, makes sense.
So it's been so long since I've watched this series. Like, do we know how much time has passed between episode 2 and 3? Do they tell us?
No. I think most, because they don't come like from the bed. Episode 3 is not like we're waking up the next day. They're in the relationship, like when we see them again.
So could some weeks have passed, do we think?
I was just about to say that. It could be some weeks that have passed between this night and then what we come into in season 3. Is that enough time? Possibly. I mean, you're talking about somebody that's been, how old do we think these people are?
Like in their 20s, like Noah's
20s,
young.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
you
thought you were straight your whole life, and in 3 weeks you like, you know what, I'm gay. Still a little quick.
For me, I actually thought that it was possible the storyline would go, he would regret that he went there, or that there would be some kind of confusion or something like that. I mean, I don't know. For me, even though I felt like, come on, man, you know you're not straight, or all the things that I said prior to, I still felt like he would the next day be in some kind of like, man, I don't know what happened. That's not something I wanted to do. But I felt like there would be something like that. But, was I happy that wasn't the case and that they were, what I felt was in a definite honeymoon close to U-Haul phase? I mean, yeah. But I thought it would be just a little bit different, though. So.
Noah got that boom bang pow, clearly.
Everybody wants some of Noah. He got the star, the rapper, the and the friend talks about he's somebody. He's like,
Noah.
Oh God, I hate it. This was like no.
We haven't even got a kiss yet. Lord have mercy.
Because he like how everybody has to murder. Promise y'all, no one wants to murder run because damn.
Everybody wants that murder dick. Everybody wants Noah dick. It's just
they don't be on murder like they be on Noah though. Like Noah is to an extreme level. They don't. I'm not saying nothing crazy about murder, but like what? Who have we seen on murder like that? Like, we have seen the whole series of Noah's Ark, and these niggas just come out the woodwork from every direction for Noah. Like, we've seen murder with Cliff and T. Am I missing somebody that wants murder? What?
Just a fangirl. Fangirl brought in some more murder.
I mean, he's a rapper, so of course, like, the fans gonna want him. But to me, that's not the same thing as, like, Cliff and T. Noah got Wade, he got Quincy, he got Malik, he got Baby Dad, he got, like, they come from every direction for Noah.
They calling Noah baby at the same damn time.
And mind you, Noah cheated on him. You're doing all this for a dude that cheated on him.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
I ain't gonna even hold you. You right because you right. A good vagina. And the thing about it is, Noah, it's like he know he got a good vagina. It's like the confidence for me. It's the confidence that Noah has. That's the thing.
Well, where did that confidence start? Because he wasn't confident in the beginning.
No, he wasn't, but
that was after he turned straight, dude. Gay. That's when he got the confidence. He had the power.
Yeah.
That's when he knew he had the power.
It's just like after that, it's confident, like I can't stand y'all.
I can't wait to continue watching this because, like, I don't even remember how Malik even happened. Like, how did we get there? Oh my God, I don't know.
I watched it, Tanisha said the other day for a TV person, someone that wasn't a TV person, you should be watching a lot of TV.
So good.
Well, I guess because I have insomnia real bad. So I'll be up. So I'll wake up and be like, well, let me watch my show again. Like, I literally wake up at like 2 or 3 a.m. I'll literally go make me a martini. Start watching TV. Like, I'm unhinged. But anywho, so I've watched it. Like, I've watched it all the way through one more time since we said we were going to do this. And I'm halfway through rewatching it again. I have to go back to figure out where the dude, what's his name again with the dreads? I can't remember.
Malik.
Mm-hmm. I had to go back. Like, I started season 2, and I was like, wait. Where did he come from?
Now this is the shit that I'm gonna get up in I ain't gonna say who ass, but I'm gonna get it because I'm like, how did we come from predatory behavior to boyfriend? That blew the shit out of me.
See, I don't remember what happened at the end of this season, but I watched 2-1 a lot, so I don't know. I don't remember what happened. So y'all say predatory. I don't remember how he was predatory.
How they met, and it wasn't.
Yeah.
Oh boy. I can't wait to watch it again because I don't remember.
When I came back,
I don't remember.
Now my dad just watched the last episode, and I just his part in the last episode of how he got into Noah's Ark. So when I went back, I was like, how did this motherfucker become your boyfriend? Like, how did you even? What did you even? And then it was, and I don't want to go too far, but we can talk about it. It was so clingy in the beginning. Like, it was very, Little Murder second episode 201 and 2. I mean, 101 to 101. It was a lot.
Y'all gotta get off Murder Head in the Noah's Ark episode.
You know, we can always be on murder. We can always be on murder.
On that vagina. So,
Okay, Noah. Okay. Vagina.
I'm gonna close this out. I am seeing Mini Max on Twitter and seeing Daddy on Instagram. Make sure that you are keeping your eyes out on our Twitter. Follow us, have the notifications on because all the new stuff comes there first. And we got a lot of new stuff coming down the pipeline. God, what you got?
You can hide. You can find me on Twitter at God_the_goddess. God the Goddess, all one word on Twitter. And make sure you keep your FBI eyes open for more Noah's Ark bonus content. We're going to keep it rolling. Tanika?
I am Girl Jiggy on Twitter and Instagram. You can follow me over there if you haven't already. You can also follow Pink Sunday Radio on Instagram. If you are looking for these Noah's Ark bonus episodes that you're listening to right now, you probably know that you found them on PinkSundayRadio.com. While you're on PinkSundayRadio.com, if you could leave us a 5-star written review, we would appreciate it. Kogi, what do you got to tell them?
You can find me at Twitter, Koji Mama, or IG Koji Mama. And we also have launched a new website, PinkSunday.com.
Pink Sunday Radio.